Did you start together or?
No. Well, I started Marble Concept Building in 2016.
What was your experience with that? So 5 years ago you joined.
Kind of came from like more of a toxic company for sure. Like in the old boss we didn't get along too well.
What about recent wins while you've been with TPB?
It's all about upskilling really for me. Like it's been a massive learning curve real quick.
Any significant ones that have stood out for you?
The leadership one, becoming a better leader, has just changed everything for all of us.
Wanting to replicate what Richard Fiskey's done. What's the pathway there? How are you going to get there?
Like we're still learning how to.
How did you introduce the change and how's it going now?
Look, to be honest, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Dude, how are you supporting him?
Probably not. No.
Go back in time, you were a young builder. What would you say to the young version of yourself?
I would say
So we're going to start with the business story, boys. All right, so take us back. Did you start together or?
no.
Oh, cool. All right, so jump into when you started and when did Hugo come on?
Okay, well, I started Marble Concept Building in 2016. Had a good start. Then had a really, really bad time.
I know where this is going. So
Really, really bad time of it. And then we were on a knife's edge there for a fair while.
yep.
Worked my way out of that. And then as we started to just sort of survive. From there, Hugo came along. We've done some more surviving.
When was that?
About 5 years ago now.
Oh, no, this is pre-COVID, all pre-COVID.
Yeah, it's all pre-COVID. And so we were surviving before COVID, survived through COVID. We've done nothing but survive.
And what do you specialise in? What's the?
Well, we are residential builders, we are commercial builders.
Both. Okay.
We're both, yeah.
Both,
And we are remediation builders. So.
Oh, insurance.
Insurance. I came from a pretty varied background doing two trades. I done bricklaying first, carpentry second.
You did a bricking.
Yeah, real like I messed up. It was
So when we were first saying, I do it all, like the whole lot. I do the coating and then go framing, bricklaying, or bricklaying, then frame, depending if it was full brick.
Wow.
The whole lot.
Wow.
Just me and a couple of guys.
Yep.
And then we started and then that was the last one I did, and Hugo came along.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he started with us and as a carpenter. And then things started to sort of grow to the sort of the survival stage, and that's where we sat now for, I don't know, 2 years, too long.
Cool.
And
what was your experience with that? So 5 years ago you joined and
Yeah, pretty much. So kind of came from like more of a toxic company for sure. Like in the old boss we didn't get along too well.
no names. No names.
Yeah, no, so we're all in better places now.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, pretty much I was going to sub you out to Chris, and Chris was like, you know what, I'll just offer you a job. I was like, done, and way less stress to me. And then it kind of went on from there. Like we get along like a house on fire anyway. So yeah, and just growing and building from there. So just pretty much being on the tools mostly, like till Chris started this 4 months ago. Like I hadn't used a computer more than twice in the last 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
a big shift.
Yeah, so like I've been like, holy shit, like way over the top, like just trying to really get my like feet under me. Like Chris is like, mate, we just got to do it. And I was like, yeah, all right, we're both trying to be on the same page, pretty much trying to go after where Richard is now. So
Yeah, okay, that's the goal. That's the vision, the goal. So that's the vision. Nice,
you know?
nice, nice. So it's good that you got it's a 5-year horizon, 10-year horizon. What are we trying to?
Well, I guess we're still early days. So
Oh no, you got pretty abstract then. No. If it's the goal, it's the goal. Let's make it. Let's put a framework, put a timeline around it, and go get it.
So
well, no more than 5 years.
Yeah,
no more.
Nice. And so you want the multi-locality? You want to scale? Like what? Do you want multi-locality?
I want to give Hugo the buy-in option.
Oh, cool. Slicing pie kind of situation. Oh, nice. Nice. Really cool. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So it's obviously all in incentives. Everyone grows. We all get better. We all get bigger. We all help each other out.
Yep. Cool, boys. Right. All right. So that's a good start. What about recent wins while you've been with TPB? What's significant about those wins and what wins have you had?
Well, like I was saying, like when we were doing the little group thing inside, it's all about upskilling really for me. Like it's been a massive learning curve real quick. So like as a tradie, good tradesman, no idea on how to run a business or do any of that sort of stuff. So like I can manage like trades when they came on site, whatever, but obviously it's way more in depth now and just trying to like run the boys, get everything organized, actually have things flowing You know, so it's been a big learning curve, but it's been fun.
We're running so many multiple sites.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been 4 months. So,
How many sites are you running?
3 at the minute.
Oh, we got.
I got Dural, Hornsby Heights, and Mascot.
Mossman's coming.
Yeah, well,
And we've got Hornsby Heights kicking off next week. The other one.
yeah, the other one on Hornsby Heights. So there'll be 5 in one go, but so far 3, and trying to get the hang of everything. And it seems to be going well. Like I said, it's just obviously before we had a lot like falling between the cracks between Chris and I, just no real proper lines of communication.
What was falling between the cracks?
Oh, just information. Like Chris would have meetings with clients. I'd be obviously on site. He'd decide something. I'm still working on something that was, predetermined.
No.
You say it is what it is. Just everyone's like, Chris has a million things on his mind. I was, obviously running around just trying to stay on top of everything on site, and just things always get missed. And obviously just getting those systems in place, and that you guys give us the right tools to get the job done.
And what about you, big dog, being a director?
Oh yeah, it's been hectic. It was just so draining that I was just like, TPB was like, if I don't do this, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to go work. I said, I think I just want to go work for somebody.
How did you find out about us?
Facebook.
Facebook. Oh, yeah.
Facebook.
Marketing.
What?
Guerrilla marketing.
Well, I was just happened that. But I did look into some other companies, and they just weren't for us.
Yep.
TPB just resonated. I don't know why. And I just said to the missus, look, I'm just going to do this. If it doesn't work, let's go do something different. But
yeah,
it's working.
And as we saw today, like you've absolutely embraced it. Had quite a lot of wins.
Yeah.
Any significant ones that have stood out for you?
The leadership one. The leadership one is probably the biggest win. Becoming a better leader has just changed everything for all of us. And just thinking, obviously all in my head, but to be a good leader, you need to be able to delegate that and give everyone a clear path and clarity.
Absolutely.
I just wasn't doing that. So I was trying to do it, but just didn't know how.
Nice.
And but look, I still don't know how to do it, but we're getting there. It's like a huge improvement on how we did it.
Well, that's the evolution right there. You guys described it right. So going from chippy to developing business skills, but business skills don't necessarily equate to good leadership. So that's the full gambit there. Nice, boys. What about lessons or insights? So is there any lessons or insights for you that have really stood out?
Just accountability, not just for Chris and me, but the boys under us as well. Like obviously we've got apprentices, we have sub trades and stuff. And I feel that's obviously been like the driving force since we started, just making everyone accountable and trying to maintain standards that we want. You know what I mean? So it'll be like, this is what we want to do, this is what we want to achieve, this is how we want to do it. Stick to that.
Can I ask you a question on that? So when you started doing that, what was the kind of feedback from the team? Because I obviously, I can put my coaching hat on, I know it's a sticky one because you've done it this way all for so long, and then when you make that change, so how did you introduce the change, and how's it going now?
Look, to be honest, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. We're just giving this a crack, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I'm going to try and get this done, and, if you boys have any advice for me, like, don't get me wrong, like, sometimes the apprentices can really get under my skin, and it's not just about getting angry at them, it's like, obviously trying to teach them and help them grow with us, obviously, because, like, we want them to stick around. We want to build a good crew.
Yep.
And like I said, it's all a learning progress, to be honest. I was just up front. I'm like, I'm figuring it out as we go. We're just trying to get it done.
And now that it's in place, or now that you're starting to implement segments of it, what's been the response from the guys?
It's been pretty good, to be honest. Obviously, like some of the younger fellas, like teenage apprentices and stuff, it's harder to keep them more motivated. They get distracted a lot. But like some of the older guys, like having incentives in there for them, like to hit the KPIs and whatnot. It's actually helping everyone like be better, do better, and work harder. Nice.
And then how's that going for you between you two? So you having to help him do. How are you supporting him? That's probably a better question.
Yeah, that's a good one. Probably not. No. No. Well, here aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah, jeez.
Because you've got to
every resource I can at him, whatever tools he needs, we just get them done. Whatever advice, whatever I can do. Because sort of my role's changed as like we just need more work.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
someone's got to be selling.
Yeah, so that's more my focus now. To a point where we've got ourselves a VA, and that's going to take more load off Hugo because at the start it was full on.
Yeah.
So and like I'd implement the system, say this, and my exactly was this compulsory now, and I don't give a shit.
Yep.
And they're like, he's like, what? What are we going to do? And I'm like, yeah, we're just going to do it. We're going to learn it. And now we're a man and almost down the track. Jeez.
How goes the VA too, eh?
Yeah, well, I'm still learning how to deal with him yet. I'm trying to get everything under my belt, but definitely learnt the trusty old 2x4 notepad. Quite cut it.
Well, we talk about this a lot, right? Focusing on high value tasks and offloading your low value tasks. So that's why I always find the VAs amazing. All right, the human side, boys, the human side. So just your personal experience. So what do you love most about being a builder?
For me, it's always a different challenge. Every job, you know, the type of work we do, I'm not just going there standing frames. You know, I can go to a job, client's like, look, we want to do this. I look at a set of plans. Plans are out to what's there, because not very often we have a good set of plans. Got to make do with what we have, but it's obviously trying to create someone's dream of what they want, and how do we get there? You know what I mean? Every job's different. It's always a challenge, keeps your mind ticking, and yeah, that's what I've always loved about the challenge.
And you, after, so what, for 10 years? Or almost 10 years? Yep. Oh, 20 total. Oh, you started the business in 2016.
Between the trade.
So that's a long, long time. So how does that now look from where you sit?
Now it's starting to look satisfying.
That's interesting. Tell me more about that.
Well, the business is looking satisfying. I'm going on holidays next week. I'm coming here. I mean, I got 1 day, but I'm going on holidays, and I'm not going to be worried. For the first time ever, got no qualms. I'm not worried about cash flow. I'm not worried about management. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I'm not worried about the jobs we're getting.
That's cool.
And we've done it all in 4 months. Oh, we know we're only at the start, and there's plenty to go. But in 4 months to go on a holiday and not have that stress that I've always had. I've always had it, and now I don't have it. It's weird. It's like a weird one.
Well, mate, you've earned it. You deserve it, right? Like if you do the work, you get the treats. You know, that's the deal. What about outside of work, boys? What do you do to kind of keep things level? You know, family time, sports.
Well, I'm a young parent now. My daughter's only 9 months old, so pretty much just trying to spend time with my baby girl. You know, spend time with my missus, and try and enjoy it as much as we can. Like, I don't want to be stuck working on the tools till I'm old. You know what I mean? I want to be able to enjoy it. You know, watch my kids grow up and have them all. So
nice. And we're planning more holidays now.
Yeah, planning more holidays.
Yep,
definitely.
Experienced guy.
Yeah, more holidays.
Create those well moments.
Yeah, more holidays, more fishing, more shooting. Some good
shooting.
Yeah, I just the clay targets.
Oh,
I'm not.
I thought it's about pig hunting or deer hunting or something. Good stuff, boys. Well, what about vision, aspirations? You gave me a little bit of insight earlier. So you talked about wanting to replicate what Richard Fiskey's done.
Yeah.
So what's the pathway there? How are you going to get there?
Well, at the minute right now, like I said, it's just going to be hard work just trying to get all these systems. Like, we're still implementing things. Like, we're still learning how to even get the ball rolling, and we've already seen this much good growth and so much, like, education is what I can say. Like, it's the start of the ball rolling, and hopefully it just turns into an avalanche and we just keep going.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's early days. And if we can do so much so quickly, I'm just imagine just keep on chipping away, one foot in front of the other, getting it done. Bit by bit, we'll get there.
All right, so one more question, boys, to land the plane. Go back in time. You're a young builder. All right, you're just starting out. What would you say to the young version of yourself?
I would say get onto this as quickly as possible. They don't teach you when you become a builder to run a business.
Yep.
That's my take on it.
Hugo?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Like, I didn't stay in school because I wasn't great at it. You know, became a tradie, and it's just like, well, what do? You just got to have a crack. You know what I mean? You got to try and better yourself. You don't want to be stuck in the same rut your whole life. So give it a go. You know, the worst can happen is you fall down, you get yourself back up again, have another one.
All right, cool. Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.